This is X-Saber 2015. Do you have to play Smash already? I do. Yeah. Smash my X-Sabers, how about that? Okay, so I'm going to be doing a deck profile of X-Sabers today. This is like YCS material right here. So let's just start off with the spell lineup. So we run one Book of Moon. Normally when I first got the deck, I didn't really use Book of Moon just because I really didn't go off that often, flip cards face down.
Oh boy.
But now I feel it's a necessity for this deck just because it really can't hold itself with its attack and defense unless you have the cards required for it. 2 MST, you know, just for those backboards. Just for the spell traps. X-Sabers really don't have a card that can destroy back row that easily, except for Saber Slash, but you have to require a certain amount of X-Saber monsters, face-up X-Saber monsters to do that. One Poly Duality. Before, I switched them out for Redox, but after the new ban list, I decided to play with something else. I played with Reckless Greed for a while, and I decided to go with this just because it's a little better, and most of the time I don't special summon that often. And usually I used to go with Pashul with it, set him face down, and then Poly Duality, so I have a defense for next turn. One Dark Hole. Creature Swap. A lot of people get confused, and I catch people off guard because I'll just summon Dark Soul, creature swap it, take their monster and attack it, and then I keep their monster and I get the effect at the end phase of it.
Creatures.
Yeah, creature swap. He's at 3. One Soul Charge. I never really wanted to use Call the Haunt with this just because of the trap, and I don't really have that many traps in this deck. I don't want to. In Soul Charge, although you waste your life points, you still get to get out some valuable monsters. You can get out Ragbura, and then from him use his effect to get Fall Troll a hand. From there, you can, if you haven't used your normal, you can normal Bogart, special summon Ragbura, and right there you can automatically get your Fall Troll.
You went too deep, dude. I saw that.
Pull out.
Dude, you know what they say, right?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know what they say.
Oh, okay.
One Fire Formation 10 keep. Usually I use this to get Bogart to hand, and then plus when I sink into Gothams, he gains 100 extra 100 attack, so he's at 32.
Shut the fuck up, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, bitch. You don't interrupt him, okay? Yeah. What you want to do is you want to grab with Sonic, and you want to do left throw. It's pretty cool.
X-Sabers.
Yeah.
Just do a German suplex. GG.
I did it to Brock Lesnar one time through a table. I want run one reinforcement of the army. Usually I use that to get in either Full Helm Knight, Pashul, or one of the Manila cards. I forgot her name, but I run 3 or 2.
I'm dead.
And then for the final spell, I run Saber Slash. This is pretty good to clear up a lot of face-up cards on your opponent's side of the field. You can even use it against your own cards because it just says automatically destroy up to the face-up, how many face-up cards you have on the field. So you can destroy your own cards. For example, Dark Soul, get her effect off. Hey,
Smash it.
The champ is here. For the trap lineups, I run 2 traps. I'm gonna show you welcome tonight. That's right. Okay. I run 2 Mirror Forces because people can't handle these nuts, and like once I flip, they quit, dude. No, legitimately, I run 2 Mirror Forces just for some good defense with this deck. Before I used to have 1 Depriz just in case for the monsters that couldn't be destroyed by card effects, so I just banished them instead. I'm thinking of maybe taking 1 out, but it's done pretty well so far. It's beating Frogman over here. Hey, who's getting raped?
Fucking savage.
Yeah, I'm a savage, dude.
Just keep going.
I also run 2 Gotham's Mercy Calls. This is pretty much the card in the deck that gets the required monster cards you want out in the field. There's really not much of a requirement for it. You just need 1 face-up X-Saber monster. You can do it whether your turn or on your opponent's turn. I usually do it my turn. I just normal monster, flip it, I get 2, and then usually I use Ragbura, effect Ragbura, Fall Troll. You can do a lot of combos with it. Dude, this isn't your show, alright? This is MSNBC MIRA. We'll get to that card. We'll get to that card.
Your Iggy Azalea.
Right here. This is Jesus right here.
Although, watch out for my rapping.
Oh, rep it out, yes, yeah, rep it out. 1 wiretap. Just get rid of those pesky traps activated. I don't really have much of a deterrent for them except for this card. Unless Saber Slash, I can activate it. So just do that. Stall them. One Black Horn of Heaven. I run that just to negate a lot of the player special summons. Sometimes it works out for me, others they just negate it, but most of the time it does pretty well and clears up the field.
Just keep going.
One Torrential, you know, just to screw people. One, this is card special for X-Saber monsters. If I control a face-up X-Saber monster, when an opponent would special summon a monster, or sorry, summon a monster, whether it's special or normal, I can destroy it automatically. And then one at one with the sword. It's a pretty good equip card if you have a low attack X-Saber monster in the field. You can, let's do German suplex somebody. They gain 800 attack, and the effect is also if a monster equipped with this card destroys another monster, they draw a card. And for the monster lineup, one Ragagura, pretty good for comboing out monsters and getting card back to your hand from the graveyard. So like for example, Fault Troll or Dark Soul. One Pashul. I've first seen people running two, but usually I run one just because his effect, if I leave him a defense, I take 1,000 each standby phase, so I just prefer to run one.
Bashul.
He's Arabian, you know that?
I thought he was a soccer player.
No, he was in Prince of Persia. I run two Saber, XX-Saber Fault Troll. This is pretty much like the monster reborn of the deck. It can allow me to get any level 4 or lower X-Saber monster from my graveyard to my hand, or sorry, to the field special summon it, and the effects are not negated. So I can do that, and then bring out Pashul and sink it to a level 8, or go into level 9 with Fulham Knight and get got him. One Urus, just a basic Beast Warrior I can use for a tanky search, and it's effective. I destroy a monster, I can tribute it, top deck it. One Crane, just because I run a lot of level 3s and I can get them out and make easy level 3 XEs. And then I run 3 Dark Soul, a must need for this deck, because this is like the engine, this is what gets your cards to your hand, and this is what makes you have good plays, you make combos. Next Interruption, I will do a Mutal Splash on you, dude. I will go on top of this table and like do a 5-star splash. The Manila cards of the deck, 2 X-Saber Anu Piranhas. I used to run 3, but instead I took it out. I used to run Rescue Rabbit with them, bring out 2, but not really much of a need. 1 X-Saber Arabellum. It's pretty good level 3. If you manage to clear your opponent's field and attack him directly, you get to discard 1 random card from their hand, so that's pretty nice. And he's a pretty good XCs and Synchro. And then I have, this is a new card I added, Commander Gotham's. He's level 6. I use him to increase the attack of all the X-Saber monsters on the field, paste up on the field, and then plus he's a good XCs. I can go into one of the XCs I have for him. And then this is a pretty good card I have, Fossil Dyna. He pretty much, if you know the effect, he's pretty good if you know how to use him. Just prevents people from special summoning. 2 Ember's Blade. This is like the Mystic Tomato of decks. You let him get destroyed and special summon a level 4 or lower X-Saber monster from your deck. Or sorry, once he hits the graveyard. And then Fulham Knight. Pretty good with this effect. People get thrown off with this first effect. I get to negate 1, or while this card is face up on the field, for one time I can negate the attack of 1 monster, so that throws off some opponents. Because they like to attack with the higher monsters and then attack with lower. So it throws off people sometimes. Then I run, for last, Triple Bogart. Triple Bogart. He's pretty much like your double summon for the deck. Special, normal him, special summon another one from your hand. And finally,
What the
Hold on.
daily deck. MIRA! That's part 2. Extra deck.
Hey, stop, I gotta say, the first...
Hey,
Shut up, fool.
What's wrong with
You're stupid.
wait,
You know?
wait, knock, who's there? Let me do this shit. Let me do my stuff. Okay. For the fun card I like in this deck, Lightning Warrior. This card, I didn't think would be much of a detriment.
you? Alright, skip this segment. I'm gonna edit it out anyways. Let's go.
Okay.
Didn't you lose to that card?
Yeah, he lost his card because he took the Maxi Challenge, quoted by Asian Eyes, you know, Maxi Challenge. He took it, and he had like 5 or 6 cards, and I attacked his monster, destroyed it, and he took, I don't know, 24 damage for it. So,
Tell me what the card does.
this card does? This card
Wins games.
is what Kaiba was afraid of. That's why they ended the show so early. Shut up, Brandon. No, I'm just kidding. 1 Barkion. He's a good beater, and I can negate any trap on the field activated just by banishing 2 cards from my graveyard. One Salza. He has 2 effects. I can tribute, or they both involve tributing. Tribute 1 card, I can not be destroyed, or I'm sorry, unaffected by traps. And then the other one, if I attack a monster, it's automatically destroyed. One Darkstrike Fighter. I've been playing around with this card. It's pretty good. I just use it to tribute Dark Soul. They take the damage from him, and then I get my effect off the end phase. 2 Golems. Golem's pretty good beater. Usually get him with Tenki. He's 32, and then his effect, if I contribute 1 monster, X-Ray monster in the field, I can see this one. I can discard 1 red card from my opponent's hand. She's pretty good, and he's level 9, so he's very easy to get out in this deck. For my XCs, 1 Fortune Tune, 1 Evoker.
Looks high.
I use that to get X-Sabers out, and then destroy them at the end phase, so usually Dark Soul or something else, something high beat. And then Zen Mines, 1. 1 Dark Rebellion.
She eats meals. Made for
1
she eats
Shark.
meals For like, made for like 20
1
people.
Exitin Knight.
I won last time.
And then this is a card, I don't know if anyone's seen it, One-Eyed Scale Gainer. The effect is, well, it requires 3 level 4 warrior monsters. I detach 1, I get to copy the effect of another XC's monster in the field, and then I can detach again to activate the effect I just copied. So I can do it like with Heliopis or something. 1 Diamond Dire. And then for the final top it off with the level 6, or rank 6, Photon Strike Bouncer to negate the monster's effects. Kind of inflict 1,000.
She was like dipping like her pizza into like the milkshake. Like